Gonna be playing more competitive constructed best of one tonight, so think about either playing Naya Control or the Bug Super Friend deck. So let's actually look over the Naya Control. I want to take another look and see what kind of healing we have. So we have Donna Hopes, we have Gift of Paradise, Deafening Clarion. Okay, I think we can work with this. I'm just thinking there's going to be a lot of mono red potentially, but yeah, let's try this out. So I'm going to update the stream title. Alright, and so this is going to be the Naya Control deck. I guess we'll go over it real quick. It's essentially just a pile of removal, a little bit of life gain, some ramp. We're going to win off the back of Carnage Tyrant, and really that's all there is to it. The compasses are going to prevent a lot of the aggro decks from really doing anything to us. And control decks, we should have a reasonable amount of answers and just threats with the Carnage Tyrant. So let's see how it goes. Oh, that's not the one. Which one is it? Constructed event. Alright, Naya Control. So the kind of hands we want to keep are probably just early ramp and maybe some board wipes, Deafening Clarion. Alright, so we have start removal, board clear, we have our ramp, and we also have the compass to ensure we get a bunch of land drops, and the arc is not bad either. It's like a pretty great hand actually. Shock land, check land, have our 3 lands. We really have a lot of action in this hand. So he's playing black. Let's see what else. Black blue. Okay. He's gonna thought erasure my hand. Interesting. I'm really curious what he takes here. He should have no idea what we're playing. Okay, he takes the compass. Okay. I was kind of hoping he would leave us with the compass, but what can you do? So disinformation campaign, or maybe he's not going to do anything. Discovery? Sure, that's fine. Let's see. So let's just Sunpetal here, and ooh, do you want to Gift of Paradise? I guess it's the same actually. So we'll just do the migration, remove a card out of our deck at least. And are we starved in colors? I guess we'll grab another red just in case. Alright, Deafening Clarion. So he knows about these 3 cards, he doesn't know about these new ones yet. I'm gonna tap manually here. We just want to make sure that to get the Paradises put on a basic land. Just in case he runs Field of Ruin, he won't be able to destroy it. Yo, what's up, Reaper? You realize you're one card off the Izzet Drake, so you decided to make it? I like that deck a lot. How have you enjoyed it so far? Doom Whisperer, sure. The Immortal Sun. I almost just want to resolve this year. I don't think he's going to have a way to ever get rid of it besides Dispersal. Oh, and if we tap correctly, we can keep up Seal. Oh, actually, we have plenty of mana, don't we? So let's see, this leaves up just the Arc. We would definitely want to tap the Arc. And that'll leave up the white mana. Seems good. The draw is dank. Yeah, it's like a super fun deck to play just because it's got so much action going on all the time. And it's got good matchups against everything, pretty much. So he surveils 2, pitches a Ritual of Soot. Yeah, I think that was the first deck I really made, and that was a great deck. I still like to play it a lot. It's just really fun. It does really well against control. It can hold its own against all the aggro decks. So it's a little unfortunate he grabbed my Seal there, but we can take the 6. So we have 8 permanents. I'm gonna try to get our I want to get the City's Blessing soon, hopefully. Oh, we have 9. Alright, so next turn we'll get it. Yeah. Having hasting, crackling drakes that come out of nowhere and your opponent just dies is a ton of fun. It's so good too, because if you're playing against like a control deck, they don't want to counter any of the cantrip cards you're playing, which is your whole deck. And if they counter any one of them, you don't really care. And then just Phoenixes show up and play, and they start killing them. And if they deal with it, then just more and more show up. So it's just an amazing deck. I think our opponent's gonna have a really hard time dealing with the Immortal Sun. We're getting so many benefits from it. Okay. Alright, now we have the Arc. We've ascended. Trying to think of how we're gonna actually win this game, because he probably runs some Eldritch Reborns, which are gonna be the biggest issue for us, because we really just want to play Carnage Tyrant. And we don't have a way to reoccur them. But he's also got to find a way to kill me. Music's a little loud. Let me turn that down. Or try to. Disinformation campaign. So that's going to resolve. Pitch a card. There we go. That's better, at least for me. All right, what we got? Okay, we'll settle here. Sure, negate. Do we want to settle again? I guess we'll settle again. Yeah, those vanguards are super good. It's like annoyingly good. Surveils picks up his campaign. His Doom Whisperer is gonna die. But I don't think these settles are worth too much in this deck, or versus that deck. So we can throw them away to a Doom Whisperer. Gift of Paradise and Migration. He knows I have the Clarion. I guess we'll just do the Migration here, just to thin out our deck even more. I assume he'll just keep disinformation campaigning me. So when you get to the point where we start getting Carnage Tyrants. Okay. Curious what he's naming here. If he chooses Carnage Tyrant, I think we're done. Definitely didn't expect this card main deck. Alright, let's see. Oh, he missed. Alright. I assume that's a miss. Disinformation campaign. It's gonna resolve. Let's draw a card here. I assume Carnage Tyrant is gonna die pretty easily. Oh, do we have enough mana to play both? $11 mana. We do. So let's see. 1, 2. Let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They cost 5 each. So this is like a perfect play for us. We'll keep the Temple Garden back just so we can discard. I expect he's going to have a Elder Reborn, but this should help. Plague Crafter. Wow. Plague Crafter and an Elder? Right. Alright, he doesn't have both, so it's essentially Eldritch Reborn, but we don't have to figure out a way how we're gonna kill our Carnage Tyrant when he picks it back up. So that's good for me. Ooh, Ixalan Binding. Alright, and he just concedes. So I was thinking about binding the Disinformation campaign. I ideally would want to hit Eldritch Reborn, but I don't know if he actually runs that. What's our quest? Cast 30 black or red spells, but 750 gold. We'll keep that around. I'm sure we'll play a red or black deck at some point. I think this deck only has like one red card. Maybe a couple. I was actually really worried about that matchup, but Immortal Sun did work. Drawing double Tyrant there. This looks like a pretty great hand. Let's see. Maybe it's not good versus like aggro decks. We can get a lot of lands out of our deck really quickly. Or fairly quickly. But I think we just die to, I guess this is mono red or something. I think we just die. Oh, we'll try it out. It's worth a shot, right? Okay. It's also not mono red. Alright, Golgari. I think we have a pretty fair matchup against Golgari. Sure, double land. I'm okay with double land. He can have all the lands he wants. Let's Gift of Paradise the forest. You could play Little Veraska here and kill it, but we're still gonna play Root. Okay, another Jade Light. So we might get beaten down a little bit. Our only other option is to Compass, and when we Compass, we'll be able to search for land, but I don't think it's very powerful here. So let's grab another red, and let's grab a white. So next turn we have 7 mana, 8 mana. So we can play the Tyrant and the Compass, and the Compass will flip. So we'll get our Spires of Ors Zaka? I don't know how to say that. We'll get our Spires. We can prevent 3 damage a turn. I don't think that deck runs Elder Reborn. We could just like hold back Carnage Tyrant and look to settle. I'm kind of liking that more actually, the more I think about it. So let's just play this again. And we'll Compass, and I think we'll have Settle mana. We can have Settle mana like this. So we'll just keep it. We should have maybe played the Arc. Squire, sure. Ooh, alright. I don't know if I would have settled there, but sure. He does get 3 lands, I mean, unless he wants to keep his Ranger on top. So I'm actually okay with the Ranger going away. Nice, so he shuffles the Ranger away. Seems good for me. So let's play the Carnage Tyrant. We'll play an Arc. And we don't have enough mana draw, so we'll play the Compass. And I think we have one basic land left in the deck. We could just tutor it out. So he has an Assassin's Trophy, I'm guessing, or Verascas. But he can only Verascas his own card, so... yeah, we'll just activate it. I think we have one basic left. Yeah. Perfect. End of turn is going to flip. Perfect. Nice. So I'm guessing he's hoping... Okay, so he didn't get the double trigger, so he can't trade. He can't look to trade here. Now he can. I think we'll look to Arc here. Wish I could see what mana it wants to tap. Oh, now we can. Okay. So, that's fine. We'll play another Arc. I don't think we want to attack here. I'm sure he wants to trade, but we'll just leave it. Play his own Carnage Tyrant. So, dealing with his Carnage Tyrant is going to be the issue. How are we going to deal with it? He's also got the Memorial. I guess we'll just go to combat and see what kind of trades he wants to do. He might just take it. Sure. And we'll play another one. He's going to Memorial his back. Makes sense. Yep. Vivian. Alright.
The wild wasn't meant to be contained. I've seen things that would break someone like you.
So we gotta find a way to deal with Vivian. We have a star in our deck. Okay. Well, Ixalan Binding works. But he does have the Brontodon. So I don't know if there's much we can realistically do against that currently. Let's draw another card. sure he's just gonna uptick for a while. And then if it gets too scary, we can binding it and he'll sacrifice that to get her back. I think we're gonna be leaning on some more settles. Another Carnage Tyrant. Yep. He's extending pretty hard. I don't know if that's super wise right now. Okay, in combat. Let's draw another card. Trying to see what else we have going on. How are we going to deal with this? Okay.
Balance comes.
It's looking a little bad for us. We're still relatively healthy, but we need to deal with Vivian. So I'll have to bind in her next turn. Three mana. Is this the Brontodon? I assume it is. Okay, attack. Nice, in combat. He still doesn't want to attack me. So it's pretty good for me. It's giving me some turns to do things. So we're forced to binding here. I know it's not a permanent solution, but it'll do for now. We'll play the Compass. And I think we just pass the turn here. It's gonna flip, so we can negate two attackers. Yep. So there's the Brontodon, sure. Really need to find our Deafening Clarions or our Settle the Wreckage. I know he thinks we have a Settle, but we don't actually have a Settle.
No one knows the wilds like I do.
But if he's not attacking like with this board, when is he going to attack? Fine Broker? I guess he's just going to go on the Vivian route, which we have 3 turns to find an answer to. Fine Broker, yep. Okay. Grabs the Brontodon. Alright, let's draw a card. And let's draw another card. Alright, so there's one Deafening. Dawn of Hope. So is it to the point where like we just lose if he alpha swings? Let's think about this. We would trade Carnage Tyrant, we would take 1, we'd go to 15. We would take 7 because we couldn't deal with the other Carnage Tyrant. We would go to 8. He attack with these 5. We would untap 2. He's attacking for 7. Wait, 7. Yeah, 7, but I would be at 8. So we're not quite dead, and we have the seal away. So let's just play another Arc, and I guess we'll play a Dawn of Hope. Start making some tokens. He might just Bronted on it, but I think we're okay with that. Yeah, let's just play that. We can make a bunch of tokens in response if we need to. Well, maybe not a bunch, but like 3. 3 or 4. Sure, I'm okay with her down ticking.
That can't help you now.
I think we value the cards more right now. How am I still alive? If he attacks, I wouldn't actually die. But, yeah, I don't know why he's still not attacking. And we're just drawing lands. He just doesn't know that we're only drawing lands. Yeah, we've been trying to leave some pauses just so he thinks that we have like an instant. Oh, right, we don't have anything left in the deck. Right. So that was a waste of mana. Because I knew that we didn't have anything in the deck. So we'll just pass the turn. It might be greedy of us not to be Clarioning, but we're not dead on board. So, yeah, like stuff like this, where I just leave the pause because we have a seal away, we have these other lands. I think that's why he thinks we have a settle. We have 2 more in the deck, we just haven't gotten to them. Maybe he's looking to like mill me at some point. Let's draw another card. Alright, we got the double Deafening Clarion, so that's kind of nice. We will lose our Carnage Tyrant in the process though. But I think this is getting kind of ridiculous. We're like leaning really hard on somehow surviving. So maybe we do 1 Clarion, then we try to attack Vivian, and then we do the 2nd Clarion? Is that wise? It seems kind of wise. Let's go to combat. No. I guess we'll just double Deafening. I think we should have did my original, but I kind of overthought it. So we'll just Deafening. And we'll Deafening again. Play the Gift of Paradise. So why not? Play another Compass. So, kind of worried I'm in a deck. I need to find an answer to this Vivian.
Meet my newest friend.
I think in a weird way, this ultimate doesn't kill us. Because we have 2 seal aways left. Or not 2, well we have multiple seal aways left. And then we have these 3 spires. And we have 2 settled wreckages. But now he's going to start grabbing Carnage Tyrant. No, it gets the Memorial. Okay. So he's at 23. I think we still need to draw. Wow, could have just waited another turn. The Immortal Sun. That's pretty good for us here. He does have the Brontodon though. It's kind of annoying. The Brontodon just kills our Sun, even though the Sun negates this. And we can just wait, right? We can just star eventually. Star before he minus his 8.
Come to me.
Because we kind of need him to keep drawing cards. At this point, it looks like we're going to go to like milling. Alright, he has multiple Brontodons. Okay.
It's time to step out of the shadows.
Nice. Is he sacrificing permanents? Drawing cards? No, he's not. Okay.
Everyone is expendable.
Yeah, so he's just going for the get an emblem. It's like not even a big deal for us, to be honest.
Meet my
Can you do it next turn? No. We got another turn before we have to star. It's another Ixalan binding. So I mean, what's gonna happen? Like, I'm just gonna Ixalan binding. He's gonna kill it with the Brontodon. We could Immortal Sun. He kills that with the Brontodon. We can bind it. He kills that with the Brontodon. He has ways to get back Brontodon. I don't think there's any way we can like save one of these artifacts or enchantments. Maybe it doesn't matter. Like, what else are we gonna do with this card? I think I'm okay with if he kills it. So we don't really want to draw off of it. So we'll just play it and see what he does. That might be our best bet. Yep, Brontodon. Gonna kill the Sun. Sure.
It's lost in sadness.
No one knows the wilds like I do.
Alright, now we finally have to settle. I think we just star here. It's 20 to everything. He'll probably play another Planeswalker. but I think we can withstand it. So we'll just star. And we kill a land. It's unfortunate he can just get back the Memorial over and over again. He's never gonna tap it, right? It's only a creature, right? Creature. I think that's fine. We'll just target it. We'll make him do it. He might just pick back up the Fine Broker and get the land right back. Keep his options open, but whatever. See what our opponent actually wants to do. Oh yeah, we have lots of lands. Lots and lots of lands. So what did he grab? Yeah, so he grabbed the Fine Broker. That's fine. Wait, what if you sack the land, it kills the spell? Alright, well, didn't realize that. That's pretty retarded. I didn't realize it was like one continuous ability. Sure. Well, that was really dumb then. Well, now we know in the future. Yeah, he's just as confused. He keeps hovering over it. Like, why are my planeswalkers alive? Luckily, I don't think a creature is going to attack us.
Nothing stands before nature.
Sure.
Stand aside.
Oh, well, that card's a problem. I still don't think we're out of it somehow. Sure. So if something touches me, I die. All your stuff's indestructible. Sure, sure, sure. Okay.
An unfortunate casualty.
Yeah, he's being very good about not drawing any cards.
My crew is the finest in the seas. Sacrifices must be made from time to time.
So many planeswalkers. Carnage Tyrant. Like, why not, I guess? We're still 2 cards ahead of our opponent.
Sacrifices must be made.
I don't know if it's time to scoop. It's kind of his like game to lose. Dawn of Hope. I mean, it dies to everything. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll just see what our opponent does. We might just draw go for the rest of the game.
The belligerent needs to prove. Being ruthless has its rewards.
Oh, he's thinking about it. Alright, which ones does he have? If I take damage, I lose, right? Alright, so we'll Spire one of them. Spire another one. Spire the third one. Has vigilance, so it's like super awkward for us. I think we just concede here. He's just gonna keep doing that. I would rather go to another game. So I need to figure out how to deal with planeswalkers better. I think the deck has too many ways to deal with enchantments for us to really deal with that deck, to be honest. Runs multiple Brontodons main deck. Because Vivian, Little Vraska, and Big Vraska all dealt with everything. He didn't run Assassin's Trophies, but a lot of those lists do, so we can't really lean on those cards. Anyway, let's see what else we could do. This looks like a great hand. We'll keep this. Alright. Definitely more happy with this kind of matchup. So let's reveal a dinosaur here. Just to try to get ahead of our opponent a little bit. Which could matter for things like Spell Pierce. Some other stuff is not really a big deal. Curious Obsession. Still Spell Pierceable. So how are we gonna deal with this? I guess we're just gonna play the Compass. So he does have it. Spell Pierce, alright. So if we would have played a land beforehand, he wouldn't have countered there. So we're hoping that counter lets us play Deafening. Storm Tamer. Okay. It's a wizard, so you can have the wizard spell. But it doesn't do anything against, like, our settle is useless here. So I think we just Clarion. Try to settle next turn, maybe? We'll see what happens. He's got to have the wizard counterspell, right? Negate. Dive down. Okay. Even getting rid of that card is like good enough for us. I think we Tyrant here. Because we put him on... We give him 4 turns to kill us, and he can't really do that. So, see what he does here. Alright, it seems like he has a counter spell. Yeah, sure. Trickster. Well, I guess Trickster was the thing I thought was a counterspell. Just possibly has something else. Attacks for 2. Sure. The Jin. Yep. I guess we'll see if he wants to block. Give us a lot of information here. So he probably has a counter. We can't really take 7. But I mean, if he counters, we take 7 anyway. So I think we have to try to settle. But technically he can't kill us this turn. So if we play another Tyrant, he has to block next turn. And we'll have settle for the following turn. I guess we'll try to go that route. He still has something. I think he just has the wizard counter. So we'll see if we can just put him on the back foot. Or it's just another trickster. Sure. So just take the 7 here. We attack back for 10 damage. Alright, I mean, either way, if he has a counter, we lose. So I think we're just gonna be like you versus me at this point. You either have the counter or you don't. Alright. Good luck, us. We'll see. I don't think it's possible. He has so many cards in hand. Alright, let's see what happens. Yeah, he has to. Like, come on, just slam it. You win. Yeah, alright. I think that was the only line of play that could have potentially gotten there. We could have tried to settle earlier, but I think he's had the counter for a while. Yeah, dive down saving his guy actually was really good on his part. No green. That's not good for us. The rest of the hand looks great. Alright, so we're throwing this one back. Alright, that's alright. I think we just need lands. So maybe Boros Angels? No, just Kai. Okay, it doesn't have negate. I think we're gonna ramp. We could try to grab a land out of our deck instead of ramping, but I think we want to be able to root next turn, which I guess we're able to do either way. It's better to thin our deck or to ramp. I guess they both thin our deck. We just lose a card out of our hand doing it this way. Guess we'll take the red mana. So, one's better card advantage, but this one actually gets the land in play. So, one turn, Chemister's Insight? Interesting. So, let's grab a white, let's grab a green. Play our Sacred Foundry. That flips. See if we can resolve an Immortal Sun next turn. Should stick around for the rest of the game. We don't have double blue, so I think that's what he's trying to dig for with the Chemisters. Alright, Ral. Perfect time for Immortal Sun. He might have a Cleansing Nova, but there's a lot of lists that don't run it. Alright, so Immortal Sun. And we got the City's Blessing. He keeps clicking on Ral. I don't know if he gets it. Crackling Drake. Sure. Yeah, Mortal Sun is tight. Alright, let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so we can play both of these. Make sure we still have 2 green. We do. No, I don't want to tap the Spire. 4 mana, 5 mana. I think our opponent is real sad. Because now he has to cleanse a Nova to kill this instead of this. Oh. He was going to attack and then he stopped. He realized. We could have a settle here. Should we not attack in case he has a settle? I mean, we got to get the settles eventually, right? I think we attack. We got no way to prevent the settle. Sure. Unfortunate, but I mean, most of the decks only run one settle and then a bunch of Clarions. So it would have been the same if you did like double Deafening Clarion, but I guess Immortal Sun prevents that. Sure. I don't think our opponent's seen any of these cards. Alright, let's draw a card. Hey, there's Carnage Tyrant. Draw another card. How do you win with this deck? You attack with Carnage Tyrant, pretty much. There's also some token generation. But, yeah, that's about it. I don't even think we need to Gift to Paradise. We could. Yeah, it's just a list I found. So, I don't know if it's really the best, but it's a Naya control. Supposed to just be able to grind out people more or less. We have 4 Carnage Tyrants, so I think it's fair to say that we have more Carnage Tyrants than he has Settle the Wreckage. I think we're 2-2 right now. Niv Mizzet. Niv Mizzet's pretty good here. Trying to think of what we want to do. We could star here, give up our Carnage Tyrant. We could attack and give it up as well. I think it might be fair to trade with the Niv. Not really sure what our opponent can do, like how many cards he can eventually draw. So it may not be anything we have to answer right this moment. If he attacks with it, it's mega dead. Just get more lands out of our deck, I guess, if we have any left. Right. Opponent's gonna draw a lot of cards. Niv might just kill you. So you think we should star here? I guess we'll attack and see what our opponent does, and then we'll look to star. So if he blocks, we don't need to star. If he doesn't block, we'll definitely star. Sure. Let's go this direction. Seems fine. Sure. Yeah, really surprised. Yeah, 5 then 3, sure. I think he really desperately can't deal with that. In that case, I shouldn't have played the root first. I should have played it after to give him a free card for no reason. I assume he's trying to get to his Cleansing Nova at some point. Sure, that resolves. It's also the question of, like, at what point does star get better than, like, this? We only run 1 in this deck. I think we just seal it away. See if he wants to counter. Okay, he does want to counter. So, we end up taking more, but that's fine. I guess we'll draw. See if we just draw another seal. No. Okay. So we'll take that. He doesn't have mana. I guess he could have another Ionize. Yeah, the game gets like super complicated. It's pretty refreshing actually. So how do we plan on beating our opponent at this point? We probably have like a free turn of doing whatever we want. He could have Disdainful. Oh, this deck in particular? Are you talking about your Phoenix deck or this Naya deck? The Phoenix deck gets pretty complicated. Oh, mine? Yeah, it's this one's a little brutal. So I know my opponent probably has just a ton of counter spells at this point. So I'm trying to think how best to play around those. Maybe we should just star and see what happens. He could have another Ionize. Probably has another Ionize. I think it's probably fair to star here. I don't think it gets much better. Try to kill one of his blue, I guess. Oh, nice. Okay.
You're good. Not as good as me, but
Cool. No, we'll just pass. Took a long time that turn. Yeah. Really like that animation. Alright. How's our opponent gonna win? He's got to find his deafening Clarion if he has one. We've gotten rid of 3 of his 4 Drakes. We've gotten rid of his Niv. He probably runs 1 Niv. What else? He probably has Teferi. When do we need to stop drawing cards? I guess when we have the 4 Carnage Tyrants. Alright. Oh, this is only number 2, right? No, the other one's exiled. Right, this is number 3. So it really just depends how many settles he runs. Explosion for 6. Huh. Yeah, I mean, that's gonna happen, I guess. So I think we definitely need to use our gifts now. So let's gift a... just a basic. And let's actually play another gift. We could just Clarion gain life. We may still do that. So 28 to 24. I got kind of like an interesting combo going on here with the Immortal Sun. So if he runs Clarion, he really needs 2 of them because he needs to get my Carnage Tyrant, but he also needs to get the Immortal Sun so he can play Teferi, or he can't really win the game. So we only discards. I guess we wait. Draw a card. Turn 3 Drake. Alright, we have the backup Carnage Tyrant if he settles here. So that's pretty good for us. Oh, turn 3 Phoenix. Yeah, the deck can have some disgusting draws. So he's really looking for an answer here. I don't think it's right to slam the Carnage Tyrant though. We'll play the Compass, I guess. He's not going to be winning with creatures anyway. I mean, if he doesn't have Settle, then he should be taking a long time with this turn. But if he has it, then, like, I don't get why it would take so long. I don't think I need to dig anymore. We have all the win cons in our deck. So it's either this works or our opponent wins. Alright, opponent. Just shows how like crazy the Immortal Sun and Carnage Tyrant is. That we can just like brutalize this guy the whole game just by these 2 cards. Bane fires himself. Wow, I wasn't even thinking about Banefire. Main deck Banefire. Not that I guess I had one other way I could have gained life, but he probably would have countered it. Wow. Alright, actually now we're 2 and 2. Okay. I was wrong. We were 1 and 2 before. Yeah, Mortal Sun seems pretty good. Especially for decks that don't run blue, just to deal, or don't run Planeswalkers really. You drop them, and your opponent just can't deal with some of your stuff. It's pretty amazing. Kind of want to play against an aggro deck. We haven't played against one yet. Oh, we play against mono blue. I want to play against like mono red or something. See how that works. We'll keep this in. Opponent mulligan to 6. Unfortunately, don't have a dinosaur to show. Oh, never mind. We do. We will show you the dinosaur. We already have our basic mountains. Let's grab a white. We have subtle. Yep.
I fight with a dragon's rage. Yes.
Feels like our deck might be a little, I don't know, threat light, but seems to be working out at least fairly well so far. I'm sure it's better with the sideboard. And we got Carnage Tyrant next turn. Sure. Oh, he's playing like the Phoenix list, but he's running Sarkin.
I will call the dragons.
Seems weird. Oh, we got double Carnage Tyrant. So he's seen this one. Yeah, I'm sure there's more in the sideboard. I'll check it out. But we're just doing best of one, so it's a little awkward. Alright, we'll be attacking Sarkin.
Look to the
I do not want him to make dragons, and he is desperately trying to make dragons. Oh, he attacks there. That's interesting. Alright, so let's go to combat. Attack.
You think you a bold strike?
Alright, we have 8 mana, so we can play this and the Compass, which is pretty amazing for us. Yeah, it runs the enchantment that lets you make tokens, but I've like yet to find it in a game early enough to actually utilize it. I guess the only game I found it in was against Golgari and they killed it. But like, yeah, Dawn of Hope. Last game, I don't think we ever found it. Even though we went through like 40 cards of our deck, we run 2 of them. So it's just the way it is sometimes. So we technically have another threat, because we would be able to make so many tokens at some point, and with Immortal Sun they would all be 2/2s. So we'd eventually just be able to turn everything sideways and kill our opponent. Sure. Yeah, I guess we're taking 10 here. Alright, well, we have another compass. So I guess we seal away the Phoenix. I guess we'll attack first. Yep. Yep, crackling drink. So we're in like the awkward part where all his creatures trade with my Carnage Tyrant. So we gotta figure out some other way to deal with this so we don't get burned out. It's already done one shock, I guess. Sure. Went through all your charter courses on turn 3. That sounds really good for that deck. Oh, we don't have the white. Okay. We messed up. It's not a big deal. Could have been a big deal though. Do we settle now? I think we settle now. He gets 2 lands. We get to attack for 7. We still have 3 spires to deal with any shenanigans he tries to do next turn. Or any turn. So that's 1 Phoenix, 3 Drakes. Okay. There's Dawn of Hope. We don't have a lot of white sources this game. Sure. Alright. He gets it. Those compasses doing work for us. But yeah, Carnage Tyrant. He's like the Lord and Savior of this deck. Ooh, a Clarion. I think we can keep this hand. Even if it's aggro. Your opponent goes first. Yeah, we'll try to keep this. Clarion. A little extra life for gain. So this might be a Golgari, which is one of the matchups we lost. So we gotta figure out a way to beat up one Golgari. Seems like the Planeswalkers were the biggest issue for us. Alright, it's Dimir. We have fought Dimir before. It was not that bad. We're able to keep a lot of useless cards in our hand, pretty much. If we get Immortal Sundown, then we can kind of beat them at their own game. Thief of Sanity. I think I have to respect that card here. And probably just throw a Deafening Clarion at it. I don't trust that he doesn't have a counterspell. So, yeah, we gotta respect this card. As much as I want to Gift of Paradise or Seal Away. Can't be having him playing the Carnage Tyrants. Let's go Rootbound. Play our Root. Get some of these lands out of our deck. So what color do we need? Don't really need any color. So we'll just take whatever. Oh, interesting. Main deck Disdainful Stroke, countering the Root. Well, let's try it again. I think I'm really okay with that. So he is Thief of Sanity plus Counterspells deck. Ideally would want to put this on a basic. So we're going to actually play a basic here just so we can do that. And it wants to tap it. Alright, it seems like he's out of counterspells, so if we could happily draw a threat soon, that'd be great. We don't even need to reveal a dinosaur. Just get all these lands out of our deck. I guess we'll take white, just because Dawn of Hope is a thing. We'll keep Temple back just to make sure that we have something to discard in case he is playing like a discard setup. Finding an arc would be nice. Or an arch. This dude forgot to kick his Shivan's Fire. What was he targeting? Well, we're both like just flooding. My flooding's more by design than his, but sure. So I'm trying to think of what my opponent is holding. I'm sure he doesn't have Disinformation Campaign or Thought Erasure or like Dream Eater, Doom Whisper. All those cards would have been played. So it's probably something like Cast Down, Moment of Craving, Eldritch Reborn, maybe another counterspell by now. But it's gotta be cards like that. Night Veil Predator. Okay. We just keep drawing the lands. I feel like I should almost settle this. Just 'cause I'm never going to be able to get rid of it. Wonder what else this guy plays. We'll just take the damage for now. So he has a counterspell, so the settle would have probably gotten countered. We have so many lands. Alright, we're 22 cards in. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of our lands. Need more quest. Always need more quest. Alright, there's Doom Whisperer. Soon we'll have all of the basics out of our deck. Oof. Alright, I think we're gonna go Seal Away on Doom Whisperer, and then if he counters it, then we'll settle. That'll be the idea. Got rid of Fungal Infection and Chupacabra. He's looking for something. He might have found it. Wow. He's gonna let it happen. Maybe he has a Dream Eater. Blood Operative, sure. There is no recursion in this deck. You got it. Somehow we're still drawing lands. Alright. I think we'll try to settle here. If we're able to seal last turn, we had a chance of getting that to go through. Alright. I was about to say, are we actually going to float out for the rest of the game? He has another counter. That hurts. Oh. He lets it happen. Okay. Oh, right, because yeah, if you kick something, you have to click the left or right. He definitely messed it up. Alright. Wait till the end of turn, in case he has something he wants to play to get rid of my cards. Sure. Token. Token. Hey, another settle. Let's go to combat, I guess. We can draw some cards. Dream Eater. Sure. Okay. I'm assuming he's targeting the Seal Away. Oh, it's actually targeting that card. I mean, I guess we'll just replay it, right? Guess we'll make one token and then we'll let it bounce. can block however many he wants. Murder, okay. He has been murdered, so he's gonna let me replay this without any issues. We go to 10, he has 7 damage in the air. Okay. We're gonna try to settle here, but see what our opponent does. That hurts. Alright, bye Subtle. Yeah, it's kind of brutal. I was kind of expecting a counterspell, so I mean, I guess it's kind of the same thing. Lots of dudes in the air. Alright, let's make some dudes. Ixalan's binding. I think we just need to go to combat though. Can attack with 3 of them. Yep. Let's do 2 mana. The Immortal Sun doesn't really help here. Let's do 2 more mana. That doesn't help. And another mountain. Okay. I mean, maybe we should attack with the last guy, but we'd be taking 3 more damage on the way back. So I think that's just GG. I mean, I guess he could think we have something. We can binding. If we binding, it's kind of like it telegraphs that we don't have it. I don't know. I guess we'll just go for the disinformation. I'm sure we're dead, but we'll see if he'll have issues attacking. Oh, right. Just gonna pick it up. Yeah, and he can double make me discard. So there's like no reason even to bluff at this point. So we won against one Dimir, lost against the other one. Hand destruction just I guess tears his deck up a little bit. Anyway. Interesting, sure. So that is the Naya deck. Let's check out the sideboard, see how things would have changed. Lava Coil, Fiery Cannonade, War Boss, Scavenger. That would have helped against Golgari a lot. Okay, and Banefire against some of the control decks. I don't think we lost any of the control decks. We lost to Golgari, which Banefire would have killed him. Lava Coils hitting the Fine Brokers would be nice. And just the Scavengers in general. Okay. That's cool. I think we want